Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the last front load of the day and the end of the Disability Day of Mourning Memorial list. We're going to finish up for the beginning of this year. We'll get back to the JRC tomorrow, I promise you, but this is extremely important, okay? So we're going to go to the disclaimers and we're going to get finished up here. Let's get going, shall we? In the description box, you're going to find the link to the article that the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center does not want you to read. It's written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics, wherein they interviewed and surveyed over 900 ABA professionals regards to the JRC's quote-unquote behavior modification program. Matter of fact, the JRC doesn't want you to read about this article so much they have threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic has refused, so folks, you know the drill. Please read that article and share it on all your social media. We also have NeuroClastic's public statement regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding, folks, in case the JRC has the balls to see through with their threat. We got the other we've got the link also to the Ozarks First article in regards to Agape Boarding School / now known as Stone for Help Boarding School. This is a so-called Christian-themed boarding school based out of Stockton, Missouri that takes in so-called troubled male teens that has and pending over 21 civil lawsuits, claims, and allegations leveled against it, all substantiated by the hard evidence found during the investigation done by the Missouri Department of Social Services and includes the following: rape, sodomy, sexual assault, child abuse, psychological and emotional abuse, child trafficking, starvation, and that's just for starters. You have one former staff member arrested by the FBI, another a doctor still on the premises with the boys, up on multiple, again, substantiated claims of sodomy, rape, and sexual assault of the boys there. You have an attorney general too busy chasing after innocent people to do his job and actually protect kids from pedophiles in this state. And you've got a governor who's off his nuts, so please share that article everywhere. We got the other pertinent links to the Stop the Shocks campaign as well, including Hoya's massive archive on the subject, Jennifer Masemba's behavioral sheet of shockable offenses, a clip out of the 7-hour ordeal undergone by Andre McCollins back in 2002, and the ever-present self-explanatory change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. When we discuss the JRC, you're going to hear nope, we're not doing the JRC. Folks, we're going through this memorial, okay? These people were murdered. Very obviously, as I go through this list, you're going to hear some disturbing elements of how they died. If your child is 16 and younger, and they are watching this, parental supervision, okay? All right. Back to where we were. Megan Fritz, Cumming, Georgia, USA, aged 26, January the 8th, 2023. Cause of death, unspecified homicide, disability autism. Megan was killed by her father in a homicide-suicide. Jerry Fritz, father deceased. Skylar Wilson, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, USA, aged 4. January the 9th, 2023. Cause of death, hypoxic brain injury. Disability, reactive attachment disorder. Skylar's parents allegedly tried to treat him by swaddling him tightly, so tightly that he could not breathe. Skylar was rushed to the hospital but died 4 days later from a brain injury caused by lack of oxygen. Joseph Wilson, adoptive father, charged with murder. Jody Wilson, adoptive mother, charged with murder. Walid Gagarish, Tripoli, Libya, adult, January the 10th, 2023. Cause of death, bludgeoned. Disability, developmental disability. Wald was living in an institution for people with disabilities 2 months before he married his wife. Sometime after that, he was dead. Police released a video in which they interviewed his wife, who first blamed Wald's death on a home invasion, but then admitted that he collapsed and died after she beat him with a metal broom handle for breaking some coffee cups. Case status: his wife arrested. But women never do that, right? Right. Mary Fisher, Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, aged 72, January the 13th, 2023. Homicide, disability, chronic illness. Mary's husband called the emergency services saying he killed her and was going to kill himself. Responders who entered Mary's home found her and her husband both dead. Paul Fisher, husband, deceased. Caleb Bogan, Tupelo, Mississippi, USA, aged 5, January the 15th, 2023. Cause of death, blunt trauma and burns. Paramedics were called to Caleb's home where he was unresponsive. They performed CPR but unable to revive him. He was pronounced dead at the hospital, where the doctors reported that Caleb's body was covered in scars and burns. His mother was arrested. Brianna Young, mother, charged with murder, child abuse, and child neglect. Athena Brownfield, Cyril, Oklahoma, USA, aged 3 years old, January the 17th, 2023. Cause of death, blunt trauma. Disability, autism. Athena and her 5-year-old sister lived with a couple who served as their caretakers. On a cold January day, Athena's sister was found wandering her neighborhood by the mail carrier, but Athena herself was nowhere to be found. Police questioned their caregivers, and after reportedly finding evidence on the caregivers' cell phones, arrested their caregivers. Police believe they have found Athena's body, but it has not yet been positively identified. Yvonne Adams, caretaker, charged with first-degree murder and child neglect. Alyssa Adams, caretaker, charged with first-degree murder and child neglect. So that's the Disability Day of Mourning. Men, women, children, beaten, burned, shot, smothered, strangled, stabbed. It is high time we started having this conversation, folks. Way past time. We're going to close on that. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. So please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe. Don't forget to hit the comments. I appreciate your time. And as always, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.